Libra, how you doing? This is going to be your April check-in read. As always, take it if it resonates. Leave it if it doesn't. Bits and pieces might resonate, so use your own discernment to see what fits your narrative and don't force any storylines. If this doesn't work for you, you can check your other placements. All these readings are good for any placement. So I hope you're ready for the full moon coming up. It's in your sign, I believe. Let's dive in. Expansion. Well, sort of. The Three of Wands is a little bit of like putting your head down, putting in the work, getting the grind, waiting for your ships to come in. You don't know when they are, but they are. New work endeavor, new work opportunity. It could be anything that's going to make you money or the potential to make more money. It could be a new job, a new career field, what have you. It's an opportunity. Doesn't always mean you're going to take it. You have your free will. There's conflict. A little bit of Five of Wands here. You could be vying for something that other people are as well. And you have it with the, but you're going to remain victorious. Boom. The 5 to the 6. I love the progression here. And it all deals with the burdens here. So the 10 of Wands is, yeah, it's one of those instances where you know you have to pick up the heavy stuff to get to where you want to go. It's not always going to be easy. It's hard work. Whatever you've been doing is hard work, but you're looking to reap the rewards. It is a 10. The 10 are finality cards. The 10 of Wands means you're done with the effort. You're ready to put those burdens down. And you're ready for the 3 of Wands. You're ready for what's owed to you, what you've been working hard to, obtain is finally coming around. And that could be the Ace of Pentacles. Some of you are graduating college. Some of you are getting that job offer. Some of you are getting that grant money, what have you, whatever it is that deals with the pentacles. And then the 5 of Wands means that there was competition to get it, but you're going to remain victorious because that means that you have known or you're about to learn something that other people don't know. Maybe it's your tenacity, maybe it's your hard work, maybe it's just you being you. And that's what the 5 of Wands is. It's competition. It's not the 5 of Swords. It's not the 7 of Swords. It's just you knowing that you're not the only one that wants what you want. And with the 6 of Wands here, which is perfect, it is victorious. That wreath of victory is also a representation of knowledge. That means you know how to get ahead of everybody else. You know what is needed beyond what the job description says, or you have a holistic view of what it means in your expertise, your job, or your skill set. You have that knowledge. And with all this coming together, it's pretty simplistic to say you're going to work your ass off, you're going to get through the competition, and you're going to potentially win. I can't say all of you are going to win, but this all means that you need to know what you're doing, how you're doing it, how to stay ahead of the game, all that good stuff. Because that is the 5 of Wands. It's strategic in a way. So let's dive in and clarify, shall we? Let's see here. So what's clarification needed for the 3 of Wands? Page of Pentacles. Yeah, so what you're vying for is coming your way. Ace of Pentacles, 9 of Swords. Don't stress. Easier said than done. 5 of Wands, the Ace of Wands. You have two aces. 6 of Wands, strength. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it kind of just a Knight of Wands. Change, change, change. So yeah, with the 3 of Wands, with the Page of Pentacles, whatever it is that that you deem worthy or monetarily or work-wise, it's coming. It's a starter energy. It's very young, but it's coming. That Page of Pentacles could be a potential job interview or an introduction to somebody that might get you that job. And that's further on out. Like you're at the beginning stages. Some people have interviewed 3 or 4 or 5 times. Sometimes it takes longer. You're at the behest of the employer, and it kind of sucks, and I totally get it. But patience is key. And that's what the 9 of Swords is here for with the Ace of Pentacles. That gift, that opportunity is there. You're stressing about it. There is a never ending, I wouldn't say it's a nightmare. It's just keeping you up at night. But it's one of those instances where I don't want to lecture you. I don't want to tell you what to do. It's going to be stressful. It is stressful trying to find a new job, trying to get a new job, applying for jobs, interviewing, and it keeps you up at night. Like, how am I going to spend money? How am I going to do this? X, Y, and Z, whatever affects your finance, and it's going to keep you up at night. Use this full moon to kind of clear your energy in that sense, to understand that what's meant for you will not pass you. If if it's deemed yours, manifest that it's yours. And it may come to you in different ways. And that's with the Five of Wands, with the Ace of Wands. The five and Ace of Wands is a six. That means strategic play. Ace of Wands is action taking. What are you doing differently than everybody else? What leg up do you have in your career field or what you want in life? What projects, education wise, what do you have that other people don't? That Five of Wands is strategic to you for you to win. That means you have to know and deep dive what it takes to win. You can't just apply theory here. You have to try some things out. And that's what the Six of Wands with strength, Leo. That's a major arcana here for a reason. Yeah, it's going to require some level of strength, fortitude, and compassion in order to obtain the Six of Wands. This means that you're ready to do the work. This means that you have been doing the work or you're ready to do the work. What have you. This could be, it's timeless tarot. I could be reading for you right now and it doesn't apply until later on. Just take the words as they come out or take the advice. And with the Knight of Wands here, that implies you taking an action. If it's if I speak about its, contrapositive or its reversal, inaction will lead to unsuccessful means. You can't just wish upon a star here. You can't just say, well, I wish, or I did all this and you didn't do what you said you did. Be careful falling into that mind trap. Apply the things with the Ace of Wands and the Five of Wands on how to get that job or that project, that grant money, whatever it is. Find a way to do it. I can't tell you. I wish I could. I wish I could help all of you, but unfortunately, I cannot. What the Knight of Wands is saying is that you have to do your part in this change. And I think this is going to be the hardest thing to get over. But you also have the strength here to overcome. Dive into that strength and that ambition and that charge, and let's see what's crossing you, what's going to help you or, kind of hinder you with these energies here. Let's see. With the Three of Wands and the Page of Pentacles, you have the Empress manifest. She's pregnant for a reason. The birth of something new is here for you. Looking and how can I say it? With the Three of Wands, you can't see that the ships are coming in, but you know they are. That's Empress energy. I know it's going to happen. I know it's going to come my way one way or another. Not because I demand it, because I just know. I know what I deserve. I know what's coming my way. And I'm going to make the most of it because I know who I am. The Empress is all four queens in one for a reason. That means that all the evaluation, everything you've done, the resource, the health, the money, the strategic, the facts, not fiction, all that stuff, you're playing a big part in this. And to dive into that Empress energy, which is the three, you have the Three of Wands. What does that tell you? There's synchronicities here. So pay attention to those. Maybe you are seeing synchronicities. The Ace of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords. There is the High Priestess. Yeah, that means, so normally she knows. What she knows. And that's it. And that's two powerful feminine energies here. I could be talking to a male or non-binary. I love you all equally. There's none of that here. It's non-gender specific. But what I mean by that is it's just the internal knowing. With the High Priestess, she knows things. She's intuitive, but she also keeps it close to her vest. That means if you have a leg up in order for this grand money or job or whatnot, you know a little bit more by talking to some people that work in the environment, and you're saying, well, yeah, I have talked to them. Let me compile some like a summary and kind of get the gist of what they're looking for and use that. That's what the High Priestess does in the Empress. Get ahead of the game, but also know that you're ahead of the game and play coy. I hate to say it that way, but it really is. You don't have to tell everybody everything. Yeah? Five of Wands, Ace of Wands. And what you have here, Knight of Cups, another change here. That Knight of Cups could be you, somebody that's going to save the day. That could be somebody saying, hey, I heard you're applying for this job, or I heard that you're trying to go for this. This is what I did. Or, hey, this test is really hard and you needed to graduate. This is what I did. It doesn't always mean compassionate, like they're going to come and save the day, but that little bit of information offering their kindness of and understanding. And because the cup can also mean not just emotion, but empathy. They could be saying, I know exactly what you're going through. This is what I did to get a leg up. By networking and talking to people, that's what that could be. And it's not just always love and romance, but what this is if it is, maybe heed their advice a little bit. It's up to you. Use your discernment. With the Six of Wands and the Strength Leo, you have look at that, the Wheel of Fortune, which also has Leo on here. The wheel is going to spin, and look at this, God. And you have the Page of Pentacles again. This opportunity can be yours, and I think it might be yours. The Wheel of Fortune here, it spins in your favor. It's divine timing. It's not the Wheel of Misfortune, it's the Wheel of Fortune. In divine timing, things are going to spin in your favor, but you have to take the action, Libra. That's what the Knight of Wands is telling you. With the Wheel of Fortune spins based off of your actions. Are you putting forth the effort? Are you looking at these jobs? Are you studying? Are you reviewing? Are you doing interview questions? Have you proofread your grant proposal back and forth? Are you looking at setting some tests, talking to people in your networking field, seeing what can go here? I don't mean to ramble, but what I'm saying is that this all is contingent on you, potentially you, and what you have to offer, what you have to do to talk about and dictate. So there's not much for me to dive into a little bit more here, but April seems to be like, not necessarily a test, but almost like the Saturn playing a big ruler right now by saying, yeah, you can't cut corners. I'm going to reward you with you doing the work. Have you done the work? You tell me. So let's get some closing advice for you on these energies and see what is in the works for you. We have, boom, look at that. Aces. That's the Three of Wands. Three of Wands twice. So that's the Three of Wands. Judgment. Oh, there you are. No, that's not. That's Temperance. Why did I say Judgment? I have glasses on too. Wow, I'm so sorry. Eight of Cups. And last but not least, the Three of Pentacles. You have a lot of threes here. So, the Three of Wands twice. Yeah, ships are coming in. Temperance, time, patience, balance. Make sure you balance and find some, try to find some balance and try to find some harmonious stability when it comes to work, studying, sleep, health, all that good stuff. In time, things are alchemizing in the background for you. That's what Temperance is, Wheel of Fortune is. Things are working in your favor on the background, and I don't think you realize it. If you do, and I am talking to a wall here, that's the Empress. The Empress saying, I know what's coming. I have to wait. Eight of Cups, you have to walk away from what wasn't meant for you. And you got to let that go. Easier said than done, I know. But the Three of Pentacles here is almost like a warning. The Three of Pentacles in the Muerte deck means, you can't reap the harvest the day after you sow the seeds. No. Things take time. And I know none of us like to hear that. I get it. And I don't mean the one to be that same person to say it over and over again. But things may happen overnight, they may not. Everyone's on a different timeline. In this instance, the universe is kind of just saying, hey, sit back a little bit. You're doing the work. It's going to come. Simple as that. I love this. This is great, Libra. But that's what I've got for you. Hopefully it resonates. As always, be awesome. You be safe. Like, share, and subscribe. And I will follow up in maybe a week or two with another check-in for April to see how you're doing. All right. Bye.